This is my message. To anyone caught in active addiction, trapped in their thoughts, or lost in the maze of trying to make sense of it all. People don't start using substances because they want to destroy themselves. They start because something about it lights up their spirit. It feels good. It feels like freedom. But then, change begins. And change isn't always good. Especially when you're still living in the same environment you once walked through sober. Maybe it was trauma. Maybe it was neglect. Or maybe you were just misunderstood. Slowly, resentment builds. You lose self-respect. Because deep down, you're not truly happy. Something is missing. You stop enjoying the things you once loved. Your hobbies fade, your peace fades, and your mind, once a quiet place to rest, becomes a war zone, a debate room, a place where your thoughts argue and never agree. So you use more. You call it self-medicating, just trying to silence the noise, trying to shut up that nagging, overthinking voice in your head. But now, you're slipping into psychosis. You're labeled an addict, and you start to believe it. You want peace again. But now, the addictive voice doesn't argue. It dominates. You become impulsive. You stop reasoning. You live only in the moment. They call it a manic episode. Then comes the crash. The addictive voice goes quiet, and your conscious mind wakes up and says, "What the hell did I do last night?" You're not ready to deal with the guilt, the shame, the stress, and the people around you. They don't understand. They say you're making excuses, even the ones you trust most. And maybe they're right. If I hadn't used, I wouldn't be here. But if you hadn't triggered me, maybe I wouldn't have used. And so, the cycle begins again. You want to run, but deep inside, you still have values. You walk the path of shame, trying to fix what addiction broke. Sometimes you admit your wrongs. You feel lucky for a second chance. You move forward. You try to forget. But in doing so, you surrender a piece of yourself. Your conscious mind says to your addictive self, "I took the fall for you, and I'll probably do it again." And just like that, you remain vulnerable. But then, you start getting wiser. You realize you've lost a part of yourself. You're alive, but you're walking a path built by defeat. You're a slave to something you once thought you controlled, and it eats you from the inside. Slowly, quietly, you break down, you lose confidence, and you walk the same path again, hoping to find what you lost. But now, you see it, the second option, the one that felt easier. It led you down a longer, harder road. So here's my advice. When you mess up, take responsibility, make amends, but remind yourself, this is not who I am. Don't break yourself down. Don't make excuses, sober or high. Make a sober decision. Next time I feel the urge to use, I'll do something productive, something that builds my confidence, something that strengthens my character. And the next day, you'll feel a little relief, a little calm. When you're using, set up a meeting in your mind. Just one topic. Let the conversation flow. Let the addictive voice and the conscious voice agree to respect each other. If there's disrespect, step out. Try again later. Let both sides commit. Only positive words, only facts, only wisdom, so that the true you can finally rise. And when you're sober, or just having a good day, set up that meeting again. Let both voices agree. Calm, positive, productive. Build a friendship between the two. And slowly, you'll start to feel better. You'll get your life in order. And only then can you make a real decision about what's best for you. You'll realize you like the sober version of yourself, because that version can handle life. And yes, There will be bad days. But before you use again, ask yourself, is this just an excuse? Am I really just looking for a fun escape? And if the answer is yes, then tell yourself, fine, but only within limits. Know the risks, know the crash is coming. But remind yourself, this is just depletion. It will pass. And when it does, your mind will settle. Your soul will calm. And you'll feel whole again. Everyone has a light and a shadow. It's not about choosing one over the other. It's about finding the balance. That makes you whole.